And hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to be on tonight, but I missed you guys. I missed you guys. Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. We've been away at having some good fun time with the family. If you're new to the channel, this is Dr. Dwayne Wood. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. And here in our channel, we help to educate, we help to empower, and we help to encourage you to take charge of your health, take charge of your life, avoid complications, go to the next level, right? That's what we do. That's what we do. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. If you are new to the channel also, go ahead and put new in the comments because we'd love to welcome you with some claps and some music. Yeah. Hopefully you had a great weekend and had a great holiday day today on Labor Day. We're so excited and I sent out a message on our social media platforms. We really appreciate all the talents that we have in our community, in our society, and the ability that you have to create. And that's really what we do. Do you guys know that? That's what we do in our lives, right? In the jobs that we do, we are creating, whether it is data, knowledge, we are creating things that people use in their everyday life. But we're just so excited and so happy that we are able to celebrate all of the people around the country and even around the world that are working, right? That are able to go to work and to provide for their families, to provide for themselves. When the pandemic happened, if you guys remember, everything kind of shut down, and there were a lot of people who were out of work. And so we're excited that we have the ability, we have the wherewithal, we have the creativity, we have the talents to go ahead and to get to work. So guys, I am so pumped. That's why I'm on tonight. Right? So tonight is not a scheduled, this is our scheduled time, but we weren't scheduled to be on tonight. If you remember, we said that we were going to be off this week and back next week. But I was just so pumped as we were away and enjoying time with the family and this kind of thinking on the way back about all the things that we have that we're going to be doing in this new season. I just wanted to come on and first of all to say happy Labor Day. We took time off, and I've said this here on this channel and I continue to say it, that a part of us educating, encouraging, empowering and all of that, part of us growing, part of us becoming the people that we need to be is us taking time for ourselves and taking time for our family. Because after all, that is our goal, right? To be able to spend time with family, with friends, and to connect with them. And if we're not doing that, then what's the point, right? So we want to make sure that as you are planning, right? We talked about over the last month, we've done a bunch of things. As you are planning and as you're looking to the future, that a part of what you do is that you include time to spend with the family, which is what we were doing. We went down to the beach and had a wonderful time. We've done this now, I guess this was our sixth, seventh year that we get away. And just excited that we were able to do that. I had some family that came from up north and hung out with us, and it was just good to be there and just to kind of relax. And the beach, oh my goodness, yeah, we spent some time on the beach, walking on the sand, in the water. I was carrying a bunch of stuff. Me and my son, we were the we were the carriers, but had a good time. Had a good time with that. So as we get into the new season, the last month we have done, and if you've been with us live every single day in August, we produced 31 different videos over the course of the month. And the title of the courses, or title of the videos that we were doing, if you put them all under an umbrella, it was really designing a new me. How do we design a better version of ourselves, right? So that's what we were doing over the last month. And as we get into the new season, I want to make sure that you guys go back, if you've not had a chance yet, excuse me, if you've not had a chance yet to go back and look at some of those videos, we did things like how to deal with negative thoughts. We dealt with self-talk. We dealt with organization. We dealt with coming up with goals. We dealt with defining what's our identity, right? Who are we? And we talked about what is success? What does that mean to us? How do we define what that is? And then how do we determine, you may be feeling like something has to change, something has to be different, but you're not sure exactly what it is, right? How do you figure that out? And once you've figured that out, once you've come up with, okay, I need this thing to change, how do you go about making that change, right? So we walked through all of that over the course of the last month. So go back, if you've not already done so, look at those videos, because they are so important as we launch into the rest of the year, right? Or the end of this year into the new season. And as we come around, as we begin thinking and looking into the new year, 2023, can you believe it? It's coming. It's coming. Time is going by. And what we want to do is we want to encourage you. If there are things in your life, if there are things that you have been saying, hey, I've got to change this, I've got to make this change, I've got to do this, right? We want to make sure that as we get into the rest of this year and as we turn into the 2023 year, that you are on track to get those things done. Now, we've talked about a bunch of different things, right? So I'm going to just name some out. So you may be interested in changing careers, changing job, changing fields, right? So that's professionally. You may be interested in learning how to deal better with your emotions, right? So emotionally, right? How do you go about dealing with that? Do you allow things that come up in your day, things that come up in your conversation to just derail you? I was talking to my wife on the way up, and I was telling her that over the course of the last couple of months, I've been being more attentive to how my emotions have been affecting my decisions and my thought processes, right? So I've been intentionally looking at those. Okay, what did I do? How did I change, right? It's fascinating. It's a whole, anyway, so we'll come back and we'll talk some more about those, right? So professionally, emotionally, relationally, are you at a space or in a space where you're able to have good quality relationships? Are you seeking those out? Are you allowing other things to cause problems for your relationships? Like your job, the job you're in, right? Dissatisfaction. You're not happy about your emotions, right? So relationally, physically, are you taking good care of your body? Are you doing the things that you need to do so that when we have changed, that we have a healthy body to help us enjoy and move on to those things, right? So all of these, right? So what was that? We said physically, emotionally, professionally, mentally. Are you taking time? Are you taking time to allow the things that are going on in your life to really percolate? And we talked about this as we talked about the inner coach, right? That coach that's in us, that voice that is our cheerleader, that's our encouragement. Are we taking time to give that coach enough fuel, enough ammunition to help us during the times when we may be negative, right? When something happens. Here's one, right? So I've been doing this thing all month, right? So about building a new you, building a new me. Well, so we got back, and my wife's car has been having some issues. And so anyway, so we got it fixed, and we took it. That's the car we took. So I put my car in the garage, and we come back home, and I left one of the doors in the car, or my car, slightly ajar. So the light in the cab was on for the whole time that we were gone. So I come back now, and the battery is dead. Okay. And I got my stuff, and I'm just annoyed because I didn't plan to have to deal with that. And got the two cars connected, and I'm revved it up and jumper cables, and the battery's not coming on, right? The car is not turning over. And in my head, well, actually I didn't just in my head, I said it out loud. I said, man, if it's not one thing, it's another. Notice what just happened. Right? So for that moment, right? And if I wasn't careful, I would be going down that rabbit hole. Okay. So it's so easy for us to kind of jump in and for our brains to kind of hijack us sometimes. So we want to make sure that we are doing things that we need to do to kind of help our mental state and to deal with stresses. And that's another one that we talked about, how to deal with stress. How do we live intentionally? Right? It's another one we talked about. How do we go about with all these things that we're interested in, all these things that we're doing? How do we go about living intentionally? Now, jumping back to physically, part of the things that we do on this channel is we talk about disease processes. I'm an endocrinologist, right? So we're going to be talking about endocrine diseases. We're going to be talking about how they impact us. We will bring other people in who will talk about things that are related, right, to the things that we're doing. As a matter of fact, we have somebody scheduled later this month that's going to come and talk with us about pain. All right, that's a huge one. So as we are developing, as we are trying to build a new version of ourselves, all of these areas we've got to look at. And so we will look at those here on this channel, right, as we talk about some of those topics. We will look at mindset, right? The mind is a powerful thing. I'm going to pause there. It is. It's huge. The brain has the ability to help us or to stop us, depending on what we feed it. And if we are intentional, if we are really, really interested in a better life, then we've got to make sure that we're taking care of this thing that's sitting on the top of, right, sitting in our skull. We've got to make sure that we are doing well with it, and that's part of what we want to do here on the channel. But I'm seem like I'm rambling, but I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that that we're excited about what we're going to be doing over the next season. We've got a seminar that's coming up, masterclass or whatever you want to call it, but it's coming up here in a couple of weeks, and we'll be putting out some information about that, how you can sign up to be part of that as we walk through some of these concepts together, right? So far we've been here on the channel, and you've watched the videos with us, you've interacted with us. We've had people that have sent us messages about how these things have impacted them. This is an opportunity for you, right, to be in a session with me so that we can have a conversation, right? We can be in a session with me, be in a session with other people, and so you can begin seeing how other people are thinking as well, right? So pay attention, look out for that. We'll be putting some information out about how you can get that. And then the videos that we've done over the last month, we're going to put those in a form so that some of them you'll have a workbook that we will provide, not for the masterclass, not for the seminar, but you'll be able to access those separately. All right, so lots of things there. If you are living in Huntsville, if you live in the Huntsville area, as a matter of fact, I just don't want to say Huntsville. If you live in North Central Alabama, right, and you are looking for an endocrinologist, we would love to connect with you. Our website, you should see is scrolling there on the bottom, www.dewcenter.com. That's DEW, like honeydew, center.com. You'll see that there. If you are interested in following us on social media, you can find us on all social media platforms, and it is Dwayne Wood MD, right? So you can go there, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Did I say TikTok? Yeah, all of those, right? And it is Dwayne Wood MD. Dwayne Wood MD, you can follow that there. And then if you are interested in working with us to go to the next level, if you're interested in getting unstuck, something is going on in your life, you're not quite sure what it is, but you feel a little restless, right? Or you know what you want, right? You know that where you want to be. We would love to connect with you. We would love to work with you. Go to our website. That's DwayneWoodMD.com, and sign up to work with us in our Mindset Change coaching program, right? We'd love to be a part of that. And as we go into the rest of the season, let me say this to you. I am excited to share with you all the things that I know, right? All the things that I learn, all the experiences that I have. But I want to hear from you. What are some things that you are interested in us covering, right? Because we will give you information. We will give you tips and tricks. We'll give you things that you can implement in your life. But I also want to know what are some of the things that you are interested in for us to cover. And go ahead and drop those. You can do them in the comments. You can send it to us on our social media platforms. You can send it to our email, right? Any of those means to get us that information so that we can incorporate that as we plan for this next season and as we plan into the next year. Now, guys, look, we're end to end, right? September, October, November, December. That's it. That's the rest of the year, right? And we are done, okay? And so as we look into the future, as we look into the new year, we talked here about not necessarily doing New Year's resolution. One of the things that I think I want to do, and last year we did this with our team, I would love for us to, on this channel together, do like a vision board, right? To sit down and do a vision board. So we'll talk about doing that as a group, right? A vision board party, and we'll figure out, maybe we'll do it on Zoom or something like that. Okay. But just love to be connected with you guys. And I want you to know that as we are doing these things, and as I went through last month, I've said it before, I have grown so much. I had to go back and I had to look at some of the things that we were talking about in some of those videos, right? As we were talking and teaching with you and working with you and growing with you. Yeah, I had to go back and say, okay, how are you doing in this area? Right. So I had to go back and look at myself and make sure that I was doing the things that I needed to do. OK, so with that said, there is so much that we find ourselves involved with. And if we're not careful, the time will go by and we will not have done anything. So we do not want that to be the case. We want to make sure, right? We want to make sure that we are doing what we need to do to get to the life we want to be. Each of us has the potential to lead a truly remarkable life. That's it. We have the ability to achieve great things, to make real differences in the world. And yet so often we let fear hold us back. We allow doubts and insecurities to keep us from reaching our full potential. Let's not let that happen. We've got 4 more months in this year as we move into 2023. Let's work together. Come on in. If you've not already done so, go ahead, like our videos, give us a thumbs up, tell your family, your friends that we are here. Tell them what we're doing. The one other thing that I forgot to mention is that if you pay attention to our channel, you'll be seeing a short come out every day for this month, right? So last month we did a live video every day for the month of August. In September, we're going to be doing a short, and short is usually about 60 seconds or less. We'll be doing a short every day. So pay attention to those as we work together, okay? That's it, guys. This is Dr. Dwayne Wood. Happy Labor Day. We wanted to come on to say that. All the other stuff, right? I wanted to say those things as well. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that I was thinking about you. I'm excited as we work together. So once again, Dr. Dwayne Wood, that's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. And here on our channel, we help to educate. We help to encourage. We help to empower you to take charge of your health, take charge of your life, avoid complications, live the life you've always wanted and go to the next level. So we will see you next week at our regular time, 7 p.m. Central. And during the week, pay attention to our social media platforms. And then here on YouTube, you'll see those shorts come out on a daily basis. Have a good evening, everybody. Let's get some music and let's get on out of here.